So as you know, you are being told by some people out there that the surface you live on is a rounded surface, like a ball. And that, of course, is not true. It is flat. Think about two flat planes. When you look into the distance, they will converge or seem to converge in eyesight only. The spacing never changes. So I wanted to go ahead and show you how that idea works. So then if I mirror an opposite, the plane idea in two different directions, that'll help. Okay, so I'm drawing two different people. One in the so-called north, one in the so-called south. Okay, both on the same flat plane, and I'd like to demonstrate what's called the so-called Coriolis effect, or the idea of magnetism, the idea of water rotating, the idea of magnets and magnetic strength affecting water and everything else that is water-based. Okay? Okay, so I'm going to add in what's called the torus field, or north, south, east, west. In the north, you would then see things moving in what looks like a clockwise direction. In the south, you would see what looks like things moving in the anti or counterclockwise position. I went ahead and on the left side you can see I've taken the plane and turned the torus field, so you can see how that would operate then on the planes of existence, i.e. the clouds and whatnot moving, all celestial type bodies on the planes, and then of course the separation would be then the space between would be the air that you breathe, the air that you live in, and all the rest, water, the water that fish live in, just the atmosphere in general, whatever that makeup is in what consistency. Okay, that's about it for this, and I'd like to show you water. I'm going to use part of a video I found on the internet to show you the same point, that tone in fact creates shapes, it creates and it changes, transforms water and the way that it flows. So you can see that tone, sound is real. Please notice with this you can see as the destruction dancer dances, there's the sawtooth, or the idea of the tone being raised from the floor. Also into the fire you can see the same tone, the idea of the sawtooth, the idea of the transformation idea, 7 into 8, terraform, alright? Transcribe, to change, to make one thing into another, alright? So then the idea of transformation goes into taking something free and containing it, placing it into a cube, squaring the circle idea, okay? And then you see that this place is wholly given to the worship of the fallen light, or fallen sun, or black hole sun cube. This is then real, so then you have to ask yourself, if your guy can't do this, who are they listening to where they can't do something this basic? Okay, so let me show you what lights up the life of this world. Alright, so I'm about to do an experiment here as well. Okay, and I'm going to do it for 2. Okay, so as soon as we do it, I'm going to drop it, and then this is it. This is the tone of this universe. Okay, you notice that? These are these are the 4 syllables I told you about, the squared circles. As soon as they come into tune, there, you have the eternal flame will kick on. Okay? Now that then, if you wanted to move that over for a perspective, would then be this. Okay? Of course, that you'll be supplying, because now that you've seen it, you know it, you can review it, you can check it out for yourself.
elements in communication that we have, at least in our country.
Good evening, television.
Okay, so with that understanding, you can go ahead and ask for the video link of any video that you saw in this video if you're interested in seeing more. I would be curious to know what you're looking for when asking. What made you want to look, or what maybe you would like to go ahead and add to if you could. So this is moving beyond the idea of the flat Earth. The Earth is a plane, period. You live on a plane, big deal. So now then, moving into the idea of understanding that. So I've told you before, the way out is through Jesus Christ alone. Through His Comforter, you're given the truth of all things. And with that, you're free. You're not taken out of the world. You're still here. You still have to deal with it. You know, the earth is different than the world. The world are the people within the earth, making it such a terrible place to be sometimes. So just keep that in mind as well. Anyways, so you're going to listen to those that lied to you. So I understand that the shill contingent and the liars, the contenders for the world and for the fallen ideas, are going to come out and try to convince you of what you know is not true. You do not live on a ball. You do not live out in a ever-expanding universe. All of that is a hoax, man. Please understand this. The moon, sun, stars are lights. The planets are but lights. They are nothing more than pictures, holograms. When you take your little telescope out and look at those planets, you're looking at a picture, a moving picture. Think of it like a film. All right? This world is not what you think it is.